Hello friends, welcome to the channel Virtual Learners. Today we will discuss the highlights of Union Budget 2020-21. Now what is budget? Budget is a financial plan for a defined period. It is a plan for spending based on income and expenditure. Whether budget is mentioned in the constitution, budget as a term is not mentioned in the constitution, but it is mentioned as annual financial statement, which is mentioned in Article 112 of the constitution. Now let's move on to three prominent themes of this year's budget. That is, first one, Aspirational India, Economic Development for All, Caring Society. These are the three prominent themes on which the budget of India 2020-21 is built. First is Aspirational India. To meet the economy's needs, we have categorized this Aspirational India theme into three, that is, agriculture, irrigation and rural development, wellness, water and sanitation, education and skills. These are the three components of Aspirational India. There are 16 points for agriculture, irrigation and rural development. Major components of this would be discussed here. First point is agricultural credit. In this section, 2 points to be remembered. First one is rupees 15 lakh crore is the target set for agricultural credit. So, to boost the agriculture sector, 15 lakh crore target is set as the credit limit for 2020-21. Second one is PM Kisan beneficiaries is to be covered under the Kisan credit card scheme. These two are the important points regarding agriculture credit. So, expansion of credit in agriculture is targeted by this. Second one is blue economy. Blue economy is related to fisheries for the development of the fisheries sector. Here, government is targeting rupees 1 lakh crore fisheries export to be achieved by 2024-25. Also, 200 lakh ton of fish production is targeted by 2022-23. So, these are the important points regarding blue economy in order to boost and develop the fisheries sector. Third one is water security. Comprehensive measures for 100 water-stressed districts were proposed during the budget 2020-21. Let's move on to the fourth one, Kisan Rail. It is to build a seamless national cold supply chain for perishables. Perishables are goods which get destroyed easily. That is agricultural products. So we want a storage for the same. So that is why it is important to maintain cold supply chains so that the perishable goods like agricultural products does not get destroyed easily. So in order to improve the transport or to facilitate the transport of these perishable goods, Kisan Rail has been introduced. It also has introduced express and freight trains to have refrigerated coaches so that products does not get easily destroyed. Let's move on to Krishi Udan, which is the fifth one. It is launched by Civil Aviation Ministry. It is also for transport of agriculture products. So it has also have international and national routes to be covered. So Krishi Udan also is basically the transport of agriculture products which would be perishable so that it does not get destroyed. So Krishi Udan also is a transport scheme for agriculture products. Only thing is, it is the aerial transport. Both Krishi Udan and Kisan Rail are helping the farmers to transport their products without the products getting destroyed. Let's move on to organic, natural and integrated farming. In this, Jaiva Kheti portal is proposed by the Union Budget. That is an online national organic products market that has to be strengthened. Second one is inclusion of zero budget natural farming. It is a natural farming technique where the cost of production of or growing of plants is zero or crops is zero. Now let's move on to PM Kusum Scheme. What is PM Kusum Scheme? This is basically enabling the farmers to set up solar power generation capacity on their own lands so that they can sell the excess to the grid. And it also talks about incentivizing 20 lakh farmers for setting up of standalone solar pumps. So this is regarding PM Kusum Scheme. Village Storage Scheme. This also is a facility to store the goods so that the farmers can reduce the logistics cost or transportation cost. So that is about Village Storage Scheme which is mentioned in the Union Budget. One product, one district scheme is basically for marketing and exporting of horticulture sector. So one product, one district is a scheme which is focusing on horticulture, its marketing and export. Now let's move on to livestock and animal husbandry. Here 3 points are mentioned. The first one is doubling of milk processing capacity to 108 million metric tons by 2025. Artificial insemination to be increased to 70% from the present 30%. To eliminate foot and mouth disease, brucellose in cattle and gout plague in sheep by 2025. So these are the steps regarding livestock and animal husbandry which is mentioned. So I repeat the 3 points: doubling of milk processing, artificial insemination to get increased to 70%, to eliminate foot and mouth disease, brucellose in cattle and gout plague in sheep by 2025. Now let's move on to another section which is mentioned in Aspirational India, that is water, wellness and sanitation. Rupees 69,000 crore is allocated for overall healthcare sector in this budget. Here Jan Aushadhi Kendra scheme is to offer 2,000 medicines and 300 surgicals in all districts by 2024. Now there is a TB campaign that is called TB Harega Desh Jeetega campaign that is launched for commitment to end the tuberculosis by 2025. So the target for ending tuberculosis is 2025. Now let's move on to education and skills. Here in this budget says that a new educational policy to be formulated and proposal of establishing a National Police University and National Forensic Science University. It is also mentioned, and degree level online fully fledged educational program is also proposed in the budget. Now let's move on to economic development, which is the second prominent theme of Union Budget 2020-21. Here it mentioned the establishment of investment clearance cell so that more investment would come to the country, and also it increases the ease of doing business. And National Technical Textiles Mission to be set up in order to boost the textile industry. Now the third one is a new scheme, Nirvik, that is to be launched. It is an export guarantee scheme. Mainly it helps in improving or development of export sector. So in economic development we studied 3. First one is setting up of an investment clearance cell. Second is National Technical Textile Mission. Third one is an export guarantee scheme, Nirvik, which is launched for development of export sector. Talking about infrastructure, government is planning to launch national logistics policy and 100 more airports to be developed by 2024 to support the UDAN scheme. The third one is 100 lakh crore is planned to be invested in the country on infrastructure for the next 5 years. So these are the points regarding infrastructure. The third pillar is caring society, and it includes measures pertaining to women and child, social welfare, culture and tourism. When it comes to culture and tourism, a maritime museum is proposed to be set up at Lothal, which is in Gujarat. There are 5 archaeological sites which are recognized as iconic sites. They are Rakhi Garhi in Haryana, Hastinapur in Uttar Pradesh, Sivsagar in Assam, Dholavira in Gujarat, Adichanallur in Tamil Nadu. Regarding taxation, instant PAN to be allotted online through Aadhaar. So this reduces the paperwork. Only Aadhaar is required for instant PAN. Second one is Vivad Se Vishwas. It is a direct tax redressal scheme to resolve the disputes related to direct tax. Tax rate of 15% extended to new electricity generation companies. That is, the corporate tax is 15% for new electricity generation companies. Dividend distribution tax is removed, making India a more attractive investment destination. What is dividend distribution tax? That is a tax imposed by Indian government on Indian companies according to the dividend paid to the company's investors. So now that is removed. Budget has also proposed new taxation slabs for paying income tax. Now those earning up to 5 lakh in a year will pay no tax. Tax rate of 30% of income above rupees 15 lakh will be continued. So these are the details regarding the taxation mentioned in the budget 2020-21. If you like this video, please subscribe, like and comment.